Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing all of my red lipsticks. So the other videos were just of me trying on my red lip products, but now I'm actually going to review all of them. So the first part will be the lipsticks, and then the next video will be the liquid lipsticks. So the first one is the Burts Bees Tinted Lip Balm in the shade Red Dahlia. So I'm just going to swatch it just so you can see. This is a chapstick, but I wanted to include it because I only have like 2 chapsticks that are red tone. It's not like exactly red, but when I put on my lips, if I don't want to wear red, like for example, if I'm wearing like a red outfit, but I don't want to wear like a bright red lipstick, and I just want like a hint of something that goes really good with red, this is perfect. This is like my favorite tinted lip balm chapstick. And this one is still available. It's the Burts Bees one. It feels really hydrating. It's really pretty on my lips. And I really recommend this if you just want a hint of color to use as like a red lipstick, but you don't want to commit to wearing red lipstick. The next one is this chapstick Total Hydration. So this is in the shade House Red. This is not currently available. I think a lot of their chapsticks I don't see. The last time I saw it, it was at Target. I don't know if you'll see it there. I think it is discontinued, but if you do have it, it's really nice. I really like it. This one really actually looks very red, especially for a chapstick. When you put it on your lips, it's gonna look like you're wearing almost like a red lipstick, but it's a chapstick. And it obviously builds up a lot more, but this one's really pretty too. And if you want something a little bit more red, but you want it in a chapstick and not a lipstick, this is a good one. My one gripe with this is it doesn't feel very hydrating. Like, it's not like it doesn't feel hydrating, but it just feels like you're putting something like non-hydrating on your lips. Like, it's not bad by any means, but it's not for a chapstick, you know, you'd expect it to be more hydrating. This one isn't, unlike the other ones. But it is a nice color, and if you like those tinted lip balms and you want like a red one, this one is really good. But out of these two, I definitely prefer the Burts Bees one. Sorry, my arm is red from all the lip swatches, and it was very hard to get them off. Okay, so for the next one, I'm going to show you guys a red lipstick. So this is the NYX lipstick. It's the matte lipstick in the shade Indie Flick. This is what it looks like. And this is what it looks like swatched. Okay, so this one is, I mean, it's not exactly like a red. It is and it isn't. So this is a bright orange red. But this one is right in between red and orange. On me, it looks more orange. It kind of almost looks coral, but it's a little bit too red to be called orange, and it's a little bit too orange to be called red. It's like literally right in between the two colors, I would say. I do think it's almost a hint more red, but I don't know, it's really hard to tell, but I think it depends on your skin tone. So on me, it looks more orange, but on some people it look more red. Right, actually when I did try it on, it did look more red, but sometimes it looks more orange, so just interesting the way that one works. But I really do, I like the color, but the problem I have with this is it's pretty drying, so it will really emphasize the texture on your lips, so therefore it's not my favorite. I'm not saying like I wouldn't recommend it, but I wouldn't really at the same time if your lips are really dry. So if your lips like don't get dry like mine, you might be fine and you might love it. But if your lips are really dry, yeah, it's a no. It's too drying for me. But I do think it's such a pretty color. Just wish it wasn't as drying. And the good thing about this one, if you do want it, it's still available. The next lipstick is the CoverGirl lipstick. So this one is in the shade Classic Red. Okay, this is it swatched. The bad news about this is it's not available anymore. I think some websites still had it available. But I got this like a few years ago when I worked at Jewel. If you do find it, or you know, it is a really pretty color. I really do love it. But the one thing I don't love about it is it's not matte, and I really like matte red lipsticks. So I wouldn't say you'd be totally missing out, but I do think it's a very pretty color. But then again, you could probably find ones like these. I think Revlon has one similar, but it is a really pretty color. And if you don't like a really drying one and you have this lipstick, wear it again because it is really pretty. The next lipstick I have to share with you, this is a L'Oreal Blazing Lava lipstick. So this one has like a sparkle in it. I looked online, it just looks shiny, so I'm not sure if they're exactly the same or if the formula changed. This is kind of like what it looks like swatched, and in the tube, you can kind of see the little sparkles, hopefully. I know my lighting's really bad. But I never wear this one, I'm gonna be honest. Even though it's, I think it might be available on Ulta. It's not really my favorite because I'm not a huge fan of sparkles on my lips. And just the color in general, it's just not my favorite kind of red. But if you do like it, I believe on Ulta.com they have it. It's okay, but I don't think you're missing out much if you don't have it. The next one is the Rimmel 111 in the shade Kiss of Life. So unfortunately this one isn't available either, but I do love this one. This one, I know I said in one of my earlier videos it had like almost a brown tint. I don't know why I still see that. I think it's just blue undertone, but to me the shade itself looks like red with a hint of brown. But it is a really pretty color. I love this. I actually wish Rimmel kept the whole Kate Moss collection / line. I just thought it was so good. I loved their lipsticks. I wish they kept their really good ones. But anyways, yeah, I think you can get it some places online, but it's kind of hard. Okay, so the next lipstick is actually very similar. This is the Too Faced lipstick, and this is in the shade He's With Me. I got this from TJ Maxx, so they were already kind of like discontinuing that. I do believe it's on like a website again. This is the shade. It's very similar, just a little bit deeper, and it kind of has that almost brown tint to it, but very blue undertone. This one is really pretty. These both, I like them because they're not shiny. They're not like fully matte. I would say they're like a demi kind of matte, but they're not really shiny. Oh, I dropped it. But they're so easy to wear, and they really are beautiful red lipsticks. Okay, so for my final three. So the first one is the shade Lady Danger. This is MAC. By the way, these are more expensive, but I do think that they're worth it because I love that they're so matte. They're kind of like a liquid lipstick, but you're wearing it like in a lipstick form. So I'm going to put it down here actually. This is the shade. It's kind of similar to Indie Flick by NYX, but it's actually more red. And it's like my favorite red color. So I love this one. This is one of my favorites. It again has that orange tint to it, but it's still red, and I'd say it's more red than it is orange. I'm wearing it in conjunction with Ruby Woo. And I love this one. This one's like my favorite. Although some of my favorite too is a little bit more red, but they're about even. And it's really good because it stays on very well and it doesn't move around because it's not shiny, it's matte. The next one is the MAC lipstick in the shade Chili. So this one's definitely more brown than it is red. But personally, I really love it. It still has a lot of red in it. And if you like a deeper red, but you don't want it to be exactly red, you still want brown in it, this is the perfect shade. It's almost like, I want to say like a mahogany kind of color, but not as brown. Still has more red in it and orange. Perfect shade. It's beautiful. I also like to dab it on my lips for days when I want it to look more natural. You can also build it up more. And last and final shade is MAC Ruby Woo. So this is a deeper red, and I actually have one similar to this in like a liquid lipstick form from the drugstore, kind of similar to these two, which I'll show you in the next video. But I love this lipstick, and the thing I love about the MAC ones is they're like wearing a liquid lipstick without it being drying. So they're very matte, and they made a big deal. People made a big deal about this being super drying. It is gonna, like, it stays on your lips, and it is more drying than lipsticks, but it's not as drying as a liquid lipstick, don't worry, and it's just perfect, and it doesn't move around. And it's still comfortable, honestly, so I think it's great. I think so some people might be a little bit drying, especially if you're used to wearing glosses, but overall, it's still great. As for the color, I like it, but not as much on me as I thought. I thought it was going to be the perfect red shade on me. I almost think if I was more cool toned, this would be perfect. I am very pale, but I'm not especially cool toned. So it's good, but it's not my favorite. But I still love it, and I actually mixing these two together, Lady Danger and Ruby Woo, which I have on my lips, perfect combo. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed my review. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day.